Good morning, seventh period. So we're moving on to absolute value. Absolute value is 4.2. So you just went over number lines, okay? You just reviewed number lines. And we're going to use more number lines here on absolute value, okay? So that's why it was important to review number lines, okay? So once again, you're going to go ahead and take, either a sheet of paper or you're going to get a notepad or a notebook and go ahead and start a new page. And this is 4.2 absolute value. Let me zoom in. So 4.2 absolute value, make sure you put your name, period 7, 1027. And this is your question of the day today for this little section. What is absolute value? And you can highlight this. What is absolute value? That's what we're going to go over today, okay? What is absolute value? All right? Take a second to make sure you get this paper, started, and then let's go ahead and start. All right. Now, on this slide that you're on right now, on this side, you can see that the definition is there. Okay. You're also going to write it so you can see it from there, and you're also writing it here. So, the absolute value, what is it? The distance of a number from zero. So, the distance of a number from zero. So, the reference point is zero. So, if a number is a certain distance away, that's the absolute value. Okay, that's the absolute value of a number. So since the distance of a number from zero, the distance is always positive. Anytime you go any distance, it's always positive. If I'm driving to LA, it's 110 miles. Okay, it's 110 miles, positive 110 miles. Okay, so the absolute value is always positive. Okay, so let me go ahead and there's an example on this slide. Let's go over that example. Remember, you're copying all this down on a paper. Okay, all right, guys, let's go ahead and do our first example. So here's our first example. What is the absolute value of 4? So let's go ahead and draw a number line. Okay. What is the absolute value of 4? So we're going to draw a number line here. Okay. Here is 0. And then let's go ahead and mark them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we've already drawn these, so you should be more familiar with these, okay? Okay, make sure you're neat, guys. All right, so what is the absolute value of 4? So where's 4 here? So here's 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's 4. So what is the absolute value of 4? The absolute value of 4, so what is the distance of 4 from 0? What is the distance? So we're going to go ahead and draw arches. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4. So here's 0. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So it looks like it's 4 spaces from 0. So the absolute value of 4 is 4. Okay. The absolute value of 4 is 4. Now this example, this whole thing is on this slide too, okay? It's over here on this side. Okay, so you guys can see it a little bit better. But remember, you're going to copy this on a paper. All right, so let's go ahead and let's practice. You see right here on the bottom of this slide, there's 3 problems, 1, 2, and 3. Go ahead and do those. Okay, you can do them on the slide, or you can wait a couple of seconds, and I'm about to do them right here. Okay, so you have a choice. You can copy the next 3 problems on this paper, or you can just do the problems on the slide. All right? Okay, guys, it's your choice. All right, so here's the 3 problems that are right here on this slide. Okay, if you want to copy these down, go ahead and copy these down on your paper. If you don't want to, just go ahead and do the work on this slide. Okay, so here we go. Here's number 1. That's on this slide too. The absolute value of 3 is 3. Why? Look at the number line. Here's 0. Here's 3. What is the distance of 3 to 0? 1, 2, 3. That's it. We're done. It's just the distance. That's why it's positive. Here's number 2. The absolute value of -3 is 3. Look, these two are the same. This is 3 and this is 3. Why? Look at -3. 1, 2, 3. It's 3 spaces. 3 spaces from 0. Okay, and then the last one, number 3, it's 4.7. So here's 0, here's 4.7. Okay, when I go back, 1, 2, 3, 4.7. So the absolute value of 4.7 is 4.7. So the absolute value is always positive, okay? Always. It's how many spaces it's from 0. Okay? All right, let's keep going. Now, there's an easier way to write the absolute value. Okay, that's what we're going to go over next. Okay, so for now, what I want you to do is, if you took notes on all this, you should have, take a picture of this and post it on the next slide. Take a picture of this and post it on the next slide. Now, some of you might have not have done this, which is fine. Okay, this was optional. This 1, 2, and 3. This you should have done, but 1, 2, and 3 was optional. You probably just did the work on this slide. All right, guys, the next video.